All right, let's talk about your future. We're going to break down a 6-week program from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. This isn't just any program. It's designed to do one thing. Take your resume from being just one in a huge pile to being the one that gets noticed.
This really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? You've worked so hard. You've got the degree, you've done all the coursework, but when you apply for a job, you look just like thousands of other students. So the big question is, how do you actually stand out?
Well, a lot of people think about doing an international program. But let's be honest, most of those are basically campus tours and sightseeing with a generic certificate at the end. It looks okay, but the UNLV program? It's something completely different. We're talking about real projects that you build, a portfolio on GitHub that you can actually show to employers, and direct access to faculty and industry. It's substance over sizzle. So what's the solution to that sameness problem? It's this: 6 weeks of real, hands-on work. This is a program built to give you the one thing that's missing from your resume, undeniable proof of what you can do. Here's the core of it. You'll spend 6 intensive weeks at UNLV, which is a top-tier American research university. And forget about boring lectures. You're going to be in the lab, working side by side with UNLV professors on projects that are genuinely on the cutting edge of technology. And here's where it gets really cool. You get to choose what you work on. If you're into AI and data, you could be mastering scalable machine learning, a skill that every big tech company is desperate for. Or maybe you'll dive into the world of computer vision with image segmentation. You could even be using AI to help classify cancer. I mean, these aren't just class projects. These are skills that launch careers. Or hey, maybe hardware and robotics are more your thing. The options here are just as exciting. Imagine building a face-following robot from scratch, or writing the actual algorithms that help power self-driving cars. You could even be creating smart IoT devices that talk to the cloud. We're not talking about theory here. You're going to be building this stuff for real. But believe me, the experience doesn't stop at the lab door. You're also going to get an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of a massive Amazon fulfillment center. This isn't just a walkthrough. It's a front-row seat to see how robotics, AI, and global logistics all come together on an absolutely mind-blowing scale. And of course, this is a once-in-a-lifetime trip, so the program is packed with some incredible, all-inclusive experiences. We're talking about seeing the Grand Canyon with your own eyes, hiking through the amazing red rocks of Zion National Park, and even catching a real American baseball game. It's the whole package. Okay, so you put in 6 weeks of hard work, you have these amazing experiences, but what's the long-term payoff? What do you actually walk away with that's going to help your career? Let's get into the real return on this investment. This right here is the most important part. You don't just leave with photos. You leave with real, tangible assets. You get a working project on your GitHub that you can show to any interviewer. You get an official certificate from a respected U.S. university. And, most importantly, you walk away with powerful, in-demand skills that make your resume jump to the top of the pile. Now, that's already a massive advantage. But what if this 6-week experience could open an even bigger door? What if it could be a direct path to getting a fully funded master's degree in the US? And no, this isn't just a hypothetical question. This is a true story. A past student in this exact program did such incredible work that they were admitted directly into UNLV's master's program. And get this, the university waived their GRE and TOEFL exam requirements and gave them a full graduate assistantship. So what does a graduate assistantship actually mean? It means your entire tuition is waived. Gone. That's a value of between $40,000 and $60,000 US dollars. Think about that. This 6-week program literally became the key that unlocked a fully funded American master's degree. Okay, so you've seen the incredible value and the life-changing potential. Let's switch gears and talk about the practical stuff, what the investment looks like, and what the next steps are if you're interested. The all-inclusive investment for this entire 6-week experience is 5,25,000 rupees. So how do you get selected? Well, it's not just about having perfect grades. As you can see, your academic performance is important, but we put a huge emphasis on your statement of purpose. We want to know why you're passionate about this. There's also a technical assessment and an interview. At the end of the day, we're looking for driven students who have real potential. And the application process itself is really straightforward. First, just check the eligibility criteria. Then you submit the online application. If you're shortlisted, you'll do a technical assessment and a short interview.
and then you'll get your final selection decision. It's a very clear, step-by-step process.
So it all comes down to this choice right here. Your next summer break is a huge opportunity. You could spend it at home, doing the same online courses as everyone else, or you could spend it in Las Vegas, in a university lab, building autonomous vehicle algorithms. It's a big choice, and it's your call.